You know, I was scrolling on Reddit today because I deactivated my Instagram account because I decided to lock in, and scrolling wasn't getting me anywhere because I was really doing it a lot. But anyways, I was on Reddit, just like seeing different subreddits and all that, and obviously mine's very India dominated, right? And I see almost every Indian career or job subreddit, right? It's filled with people like talking about the job, losing a job, asking for a job, recommendations, solutions to their unemployment and everything. And everyone's like, please, I'm in dire need of help. Please help me get a job. I am in tech. I am this. I am that. And everyone's like looking for a job, right? And that reminded me, like, I met a friend of mine recently, and he is always stressed. Like, I've never met anyone in my life who's as stressed as he is. And he's like 21 years old, so I don't get why he's stressing so much. But anyways, the reason for his stressing out is he's worried about getting a job, and that's all he thinks about. Like, shit, dude, like, I won't get a job, and he's going to graduate in about a year because this is his final year now, and he spends all night working and like all day sleeping because his nights are spent because of his work. And I just like, I asked him, like, what are you actually stressing about? He's like, just the job. So that got me wondering. So if he got a job, would all his problems come to an end? Is that it? Is the job the only issue here? And I didn't want to ask him because it seemed too intrusive. Like, I didn't want to question what he's working towards. Working towards a job being the goal is alright, but if you really think about it, like if you really sit down and think about it, is the job really the end goal? Like, is the job his aim? Like, okay, in my life, I will consider myself to be successful if I get a job. If you really think about it, no, that doesn't make sense, because the job by itself is never the end goal. It can be a means to an end. Like, say you want stability, financial security, or just you want like a good corporate job where you get a monthly paycheck, and you want that security, right? Because say you have a family, then it makes sense. You want a job to reach that goal of yours, which is financial freedom, or just the stability, right? But for a 21-year-old, a job by itself does not make sense. That's rarely ever an end goal. So what? Once you get a job, you just like give up on everything else and like be happy in life? No, obviously not. Once you get a job, there will be deadlines, there will be submissions, general like the regular meetings, and you will get blasted for not meeting deadlines and all of that, right? So I didn't understand why he was really stressing, and I wanted to bring this up, but I didn't, because again, I didn't want to like offend him because his beliefs are up to him, right? But I wanted to talk about this here because if you think about it, just because of that one thing that he's stressing about so much, he's ruining every other aspect of his life. He's not sleeping at night. His normal average sleep schedule starts at 4 a.m. Like, he goes to bed at 4, and that is normal. Like, he watches a movie every night before sleeping. How fucking crazy is that? Like, to him, when I tell him that I sleep about like at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., he loses his mind. He's like, dude, how the fuck do you fall asleep at 11 p.m.? That's crazy. He sleeps at 4 and gets up at whatever time of the day, and then starts working, and then works all the way till 9, and then chills a bit and all that. But he is locked in, I get it. But if you see, just because of that one thing, just because of a job, he is ruining everything else. Now, the reason I'm saying this is that the reason I'm saying define your goal before trying to achieve it is, when you do that, right? When you clearly tell yourself what your goal is, then the pathway to which you achieve it becomes much more clear, right? So let's say my goal is financial freedom. So there, my goal is not to get a job. So the job is only a means to an end. So the job helps me achieve my goal. But if my goal were to be the job when it actually is financial freedom, then my whole path is messed up because I'm trying to achieve this by aiming towards this. So that doesn't really make sense, right? Now, if your goal was financial freedom, you can plan better. You can plan. Okay, fine. I'll get a job, and then I'll save 20% of my income, and then I'll do this. I'll do that. Invest it. Then maybe get another job after a couple of years. Then maybe start a business. Maybe invest in this, invest in that. So you work towards achieving financial freedom. You don't focus on the job aspect of it. It opens your mind a lot more than when you are focusing on the wrong thing. So if your goal is just financial freedom, you don't have to just focus on the job. You can focus on other sources of income. You can focus on different means to make money than just stressing about getting a job. So I hope you guys define your goals much better and much clearly so you can achieve it much better. I'm trying to define my goal as well. Right now, it's just to make a lot of fucking money and run a successful business, which I'm working on. So I hope you guys achieve your goals and see you tomorrow.